How's it going, guys? Welcome to this week's special edition episode. I'm your host, Stephen Hellmann, here with Tom Aresco. And we're ranking the quarterbacks 32 through 17 as if they were girlfriends.
Prospects to be your girlfriend.
Maybe for your dating life, you're single, maybe there's a girl you're looking for, maybe you can draw some comparisons to these quarterbacks.
And make good judgment from what we reveal here. So you can, there's going to be a girl in here that you can compare to a girl and maybe it'll make you think twice, or maybe it'll make you consider them for the open roster spot. Pretty much.
Exactly. So we're going from 32 to 17. So maybe some of these girls you might want to stay away from, but sometimes I like bad girls. That's my problem. So you know what? Maybe I could find one in here.
Yep, and you probably will. Check at the end of the video, we're gonna have him pick maybe a girl that he'd like. Yeah. Check the article out too. ViewsFromTheLincTV.wordpress.com. Follow me at Tom Aresco on Twitter. We'll have the links for you on the screen, and you check the article out. You can just get the whole list right there.
Yeah, so. If you can't wait to see all the rankings, just go to the blog. All right, number 32, Nick Foles. Wallflower at the prom. If you missed out on the hot redhead, strike up a conversation with her. You'll always get what you need for the night, but nothing more.
Yeah, so if you missed out on another chick, Nick Foles will get you what you need for the night, but at the same time, he's not going to get you much more. So that's probably a girl you want to stay away from. Yeah. Unless you're looking for that iffy one night stand.
It's the 1:40. It's the 1:45, 2 in the morning when the lights come on in the bar, and you're like,
exactly.
31, Johnny Football. You might deal with her baggage if she was the one, but this wannabe celebrity is just another fad. Yeah.
You don't really want a Johnny Manziel. I can tell you that much. He doesn't get it done.
Yeah,
if you get a girl like that, she's not going to get it done.
Yeah, parties not faithful, just not good. Brian Hoyer. She won't be around for much longer. She had her chance, and you've seen enough. Yeah.
Another really ugly situation there. Yeah, you don't want a Brian Hoyer. You might give her a chance, but after those first couple tries at it, you're not going to see much more.
And then maybe you realize that maybe she's a little too old for me. And maybe it's just not going to work out. I guess she's not that attractive.
Yep.
All right, 29, Tyrod Taylor. Yikes! Even when you get her best, it isn't that great, and it doesn't last that long. Pass.
Yeah, pretty much just pass on a Tyrod Taylor. You might get your couple good games, but it's not going to be that great.
Yeah.
And even if it is that great, don't count on it to last that long. So that's kind of another Nick Foles situation where you can rent the car for a day or two, but nothing more than that.
You have a few things in common. The first few dates are cool. Then you're like, it doesn't get any better than this. So then you're just you're just stuck there.
Kind of give up on it.
Yeah, Colin Kaepernick. Isn't she the sexiest thing? Sure. If it wasn't to her, it wasn't like shoving bamboo shoots underneath your fingernails.
Yeah, if talking to her. So Kaepernick's he looks like a great prospect, athleticism, all that. Just like a girl might look like a great prospect when you get inside the brain. Doesn't seem like her head's on straight, so time to get rid of that.
27, this is the tandem of Peyton Manning and Brock Osweiler. The formerly popular older sister is starting to fade, Peyton, and the younger sister is coming into her own, Brock. Will Big Sis try to sabotage her own kid's chance at happiness?
A lot of I don't know any sisters that are like this, but you might know a lot of sisters like this. It reminded me of 10 Things I Hate About You, the two sisters in that movie, how the older one kind of just hates life and the younger one's really popular. But Peyton's pulling a Brett Favre and Brock's like, well, what the heck, dude?
Yeah, so when you have a friend for a while and then like you go away to college or something like that, you come back and then you see that their younger sister, you're like,
yeah.
Oh, all right. I guess you grow up. Exactly. 26, Teddy Bridgewater. Everyone else thinks she's amazing, but you know that her reputation outweighs her true value. She has plenty of time to make things right, so don't be too hard on her.
Yeah, he's got a lot of potential, just like your next girlfriend might. So don't be too hard on her, but at the same time, not that good at the time. So don't risk it all and go all in and think she's going to give it all to you right then and there. You need some time to develop her and see if she can break into her own. So, let her come into her own. I like Teddy Bridgewater. That's a good pick. That's a late value girlfriend right there.
Yeah, but let's hope the girlfriend doesn't look like Teddy Bridgewater because he
No.
looks like Humpty Dumpty. And you don't want that. 25, Ryan Tannehill. She looks the part but for some reason it just won't work. No matter how hard you try, how long are you willing to give this?
Yeah, I mean, with Tannehill, he's that perfect looking quarterback. He's that 6'6", rocket arm, has all the tools, just like maybe a girl might, kind of like Kaepernick, but they've had their chance and haven't really proved to be able to get over the hump. No matter what you give, it's like you keep giving and giving and giving, and no matter what happens, that you're just coming out with the same result every year, and that's just you gotta cut Ryan Tannehill loose. The Dolphins won't, but if that's your girlfriend, you gotta dump her.
Ryan Tannehill's the girl that gets like all dolled up, and then she breaks her heel on the way to the bar, and then it's just like
and then it's downhill from there.
It's just downhill from there, and that's how it happens. Like everything looks aesthetically pleasing.
This Band-Aid's bothering me too, by the way. If you haven't tuned
we're
in a
so
while,
banged up.
I broke my nose, so it's covering the scar, and he got a back injury. So
herniated
bear
disc,
with us
so
here.
we're going through it. 24, Matthew Stafford. It seems like the jig is up for her. All of the makeup and scandalous clothing cannot help her anymore.
Yeah, Calvin's gone. The coaching situation doesn't look too good. I mean, all these things that disguise Matt Stafford's averageness are, starting to wither away. And hey, if he can get it done, just give your girl a chance. Give the girl a chance. Maybe the makeup, and she doesn't need all the scandalous clothing and the jewelry and all of that, but. And, if she takes that makeup off and she's just got that face, then you might need to let her go.
Yeah, 23. I think this one's my favorite. Jay Cutler, this bipolar maniac is always intoxicated at the worst time. She just needs a level-headed man to keep her sane, but who in the world wants to take her home to mom?
Yeah, that's a big risk. You never know what you're getting. Good Cutler, bad Cutler. Good girl, bad girl. Bipolar. You just never know what you're getting, and honestly, it might not be worth the risk. So if you have a Jay Cutler, proceed with caution. I wouldn't.
I used to be in the Jay Cutler type girls, so I don't know. That's maybe my
That's
problem.
Why he likes Jay Cutler, the quarterback too.
Yeah, 22, Samuel Jacob Bradford.
There we go.
She had such potential, and it might still be there. She's got a heart of gold, but she's been with way too many jerks. Many look at her as damaged goods. Rescue her, please.
Yeah,
it's pretty spot on.
Yep. I mean, look, he's been in bad situations, abusive relationships.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it. But a lot of guys are willing to take a risk on damaged goods when they can see, through all that and see that the person has, good personality, good potential, whatever the case may be. So I'm all for Sam Bradford. If you can be the guy that gives her what she needs to flourish in your system, then bring her to your system.
I think Sam, no one wants to make it more than she does.
Exactly.
That's what I think.
Exactly.
And no one wants to make it, so don't be so hard on her.
Yeah.
Marcus Mariota, she sure is cute, but she's dangerous. She'll either be your future wife or a future nightmare. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's boom or bust for Double M. He's a big time prospect. Just as this girl might look, that Hawaiian mama that you might be eyeing up at the bar, but. She's cute on the outside, but when you spend a couple time, some time with her, spend a couple months with her, things like that, you might just be getting knee injuries and a lot of flash in the pan stuff, and you never really know what's going to happen. I think you need to make yourself open to the idea that you might need to cater your system around her, and if you want to do that, fine. But if not, then she could be a nightmare.
She's gonna drive you crazy. It's just. Do you like the crazy, or is it going to drive you away? That's how it's going to happen.
Exactly.
20, Jameis Winston. She doesn't have the tightest body, but her performance makes up for that. She's just naturally gifted when it comes to leading a relationship. Do your part, she'll do hers.
Yeah, a lot of guys like that in a girl, I mean, looks aren't always everything. Jameis, he knows how to lead a football team, and if, a lot of girls are experienced in relationships, they've had their fair share of good, bad relationships. Rocky situations, things like that, just like Jameson, it's prepared them for a healthy relationship. If you do your part, she might, it might be time for her to mature and do her part, and that's what it seems like Jameis Winston's doing in the NFL, and that's what it seems like, your Jameis Winston girlfriend could do. So, go get yourself a Jameis Winston if that's up your alley.
Yeah, she's been through a lot, and you know what, she's gonna,
she's gonna be there and know that this is maybe her last chance at something good, so it's time to get serious. And that's Jameis.
19, Kirk Cousins.
You like that?
This one is a firecracker. She's confident and sassy, and you really don't know what you're in for.
Yeah,
I love Kirk Cousins type girls. Yeah, I do. I do. Yeah.
He likes the sassy firecrackers, and
Yeah.
they'll take you on a roller coaster ride. But at the end of the day, if they give you the production, you can't argue with it. And he did last year, so so far so good.
Yeah.
So just tread lightly.
That's what you have to say. Tread lightly with that. Matt Ryan, she's all right. That's all I can really say.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of had the potential, but he never really got any better. He's been giving Julio Jones, Roddy White good running games over the years. Some defenses that have been okay, but ultimately hasn't really done much. Had an NFC Championship appearance, a couple years back, and that's kind of the peak of his career. So, 18, Matt Ryan. She's all right.
Yeah, you date her, but you don't marry her.
If you're all right with just all right, then go ahead, get yourself a Matt Ryan.
But that ain't all right for me. All right, last one we're gonna do is 17, Ryan Fitzpatrick. She's been around the block twice. She seems to have found herself though. After a period of self-discovery, she just needed real commitment and patience.
Yeah, I mean that's what the Jets gave Fitz. They gave him Brandon Marshall. They gave him a chance to start. He laid it all on the line, and even though he's been around the block a bunch of times, so if you know that girl has that reputation of getting around a little bit, don't be afraid to reach your hand out and say, look, I got a stable situation here, I got my own place, I got I cook dinner, things like that, and maybe she'll respond well, and she'll do what Ryan Fitzpatrick did, lay it all on the line for you, and then. Hey, I'm all for Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah,
so.
Don't deceive her because she knows what it's like.
Yeah, exactly.
She knows. You don't know what she's been through, man.
Exactly.
You don't know what she's been through.
You don't know.
So, what kind of girl are you gonna pick from one of these? What kind are you thinking?
Out of these top ones, I honestly love Sam Bradford's got to be my favorite there, man. I mean, some girls are damaged goods. Most at this age are damaged goods, but there's a lot of good girls out there, and you can go get one, and you can. You can bring them onto your team, put them in your system, and it'll all work out.
Yeah, Jay Cutler type girls.
That's your Jay Cutler.
Yeah, I like bad girls.
Cool,
that's my problem. But whatever. Thanks for joining us, guys.
How about worst?
Worst one. Honestly, Matt Ryan.
Yeah, just
average.
Just all right.
Just all right.
So
like
I take Nick Foles.
I'd rather have a Nick Foles for a day, or I'd rather have a Johnny Manziel. He's a bunch of baggage, but at least they've been through some stuff,
I say Tyrod Taylor's got to be the worst one on there. He's when your best isn't good enough or just okay, and it doesn't even last for that long, that's when it's just not even worth getting yourself into.
Tyrod or Matt Ryan. I don't know. I don't like.
It's
boring,
tough. There's a lot of bad ones in there, so it'll be tougher to pick a worst out of the top 16. So give us the outro here.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we are going to post the rest of these on Tuesday, so make sure you tune in for that. That's going to be 16 through 1, so look forward to those.
Countdown
obviously,
continues.
we're going to have the weekly chirp in between there, so the countdown will continue. See you guys next time.